Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you my Fantasy Premier League team, something I've never done actually before on YouTube. So I'm going to take you through my team, who I've got, why I've got them and all this kind of stuff, and then I'm going to show you my FPL League. So obviously in the Fantasy Premier League you can create your own little mini league, and you guys can join it, and there will be prizes in this league. An Xbox gift card, PlayStation gift card, Steam, Amazon kind of thing. There's all these options of gift cards you could use if you want something like that. So make sure you check it out in the description for those links if you're interested in the FPL League and joining and all that kind of stuff. It's called the SamTapTap League. I'll show you a little bit later on in the video. But anyway, let me show you my team and what it's all about. Ready? Oh, the smooth transition though, huh? Look at that. Oh my days. Incredible scenes. Alright, but here you go. Here is my starting 11 and the bench. You can quickly see it straight away. But let me run through it. So if I go to transfers, you can see, right, how much they're all worth. And you can see I've got a few pricey players. And because of that, I've had to drop or lower the quality, shall we say, and go for some cheaper players in other positions. So straight away, you can see we've got big players in Salah and Fernandes. And those two right there is basically a quarter of your budget, which is a crazy thing. I know. But I'm going big, alright? I believe in Salah and I believe in Fernandes, alright? These two, I don't think, are going anywhere. Salah's been like up with the top goal scorers in the Premier League for the past, what, 3 or 4 seasons maybe, if not more. It's mad. And Bruno's impact at Man U has been incredible, so I believe he's going to continue that. We're scoring all his penalties, Fernandes, as he's known, you know. And I think he's going to get, you know, plenty of assists with obviously Sancho there now as well. So I think his goals are going to keep rising. His assists are going to keep rising. And I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. And if you look at the list below me, right, you can see that they were the top 2 midfielders last season. Obviously, only last season is not much to go off compared to this season as new players and all this kind of stuff. So I want to get those two out the way quick because, like I said, they're basically a quarter of my whole budget in this whole team. Now, being a Chelsea fan, my next player, as you can see, Kai Havertz, alright? We got Kai Havertz. Now, this guy, you know, he had a slow start in the Premier League, shall we say. A slow start, which is probably fair. He could have done better. He could have done a lot worse. Obviously, scoring that Champions League final goal was the biggest thing of his career, in my opinion. So, I believe from that moment, he's kind of kicked on. He had a good Euros as well. Let's not forget that. The Euros is for Germany. He did well. So I believe he's starting to kick on in his career, starting to really nail down some good stats and good performances. I hope he brings it to Chelsea. He's basically like my lucky coin. I hope he comes through. He may, you know, may come out pretty rare. If he doesn't, obviously we can sell him. He's worth quite a lot. 8.5 million can get you a very good player in this league. So I hope he's great. Obviously, for a Chelsea perspective and from an FPL perspective, I want him to do well. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to FPL, I'm quite prone to playing it for about 2 weeks, you know, about 2 weeks solidly at the beginning of the season, keeping it up to date, checking it a lot, you know, making transfers if you need to. And then after that 2 week period, I kind of just forget about it, which is pretty bad, I know. I should admit it, I need to keep on top of it. And I'll do my best this season. Like I said, I'm making a video about it to try and, you know, keep my interest there, as well as let you guys know that you can win some money if you win the whole league. So it's nice to do this, obviously, for you guys as a community thing, but also for myself to keep the interest alive throughout the whole season, which is kind of tough. I've never done it before, so maybe this season will be our first time. But moving on, obviously we'll start from the back to the front. I want to get those couple players out of the way, the most expensive ones. But yeah, obviously Sanchez from Brighton and is that Guaita from Crystal Palace. 2 decent keepers, both starters in their teams. So obviously they're 4.5 each. Like I said, I had to cut some costs here. My two players, a quarter of my budget. I got to cut some costs. So I got some lower end players anyway, you know, some cheaper players to fill up the team. And these are 2 examples here, just 2 keepers that play like every game for their club, and they're a decent price. So that's why I've picked there. And it's a similar story in the defense. My only real big splurge in defense was Luke Shaw. I know you can get more expenses off. You can see like behind me, right? You got Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold and all those guys, Ruben Diaz. There's loads of expensive defenders, but Luke Shaw's up there. 5.5 is not bad, but I wanted to make sure I get Luke Shaw because, again, he had an incredible Euros, such a good player, and his whole season for Man U last season was incredible as well. So I believe, again, he's going to kick on like Kai Havertz and have a great season ahead of him. So I'm wanting him. Soufal for West Ham was incredible. Connor Cody plays every game for Wolves. Ben White, obviously, may go to Arsenal, so if he does go to Arsenal, again, hopefully his price won't rise and I might put him out of budget. I'm not sure how it works. But if he goes to Arsenal, I believe he's going to play every game. And even if he doesn't, he will still play every game for Brighton. So he's going to be a great player. And Tyrone Mings, similar to Ben White, obviously not going to Arsenal, but he plays every game in defence. All these guys are starters for their club. I want to make sure of that. So I believe the defense, although it may not score many goals, other than like Luke Shaw, you know, gets involved with a couple of assists, and Soufal as well, if the crosses into the box. But the odd header from a corner, maybe these guys will get, but they're not going to get too much. But fingers crossed, a few clean sheets along the way. Now moving on to the rest of the midfield. Obviously, we've gone through Havertz, Salah, and Fernandes already. The other two is Harrison and Souček. Souček, I think, is quite an obvious choice. He's quite cheap, 6 million, I guess. He's not too bad. Obviously, he scored loads of goals for West Ham. Was like their player of the season, I think. It was mad. Him and like Jesse Lingard were unbelievable for West Ham. Definitely one of the main reasons why West Ham was so good last season, you know. And I believe he's going to kick on and go again. I don't see Souček fading away anytime soon. Who knows what the season will hold. But I do believe he's going to have a great season again. He was good for Czech Republic, even though he didn't really do it great in the Euros. I still thought he was very commanding, very like, driving the team forward and all this kind of stuff. Getting in the box for the crosses and all that as he does. That's going to continue in this next season for West Ham. And I believe he'll do quite well again. So yeah, Jack Harrison, you can see his stats from last season, right? He's not bad at all. He's very good. Very good. I was very impressed when I saw this. So I thought, well, you know, for 6 million, he got 160 points last season. Not bad at all. Obviously, he may or may not have a similar season coming up. But I hope he does. And if he does have a better one, that'd be crazy, huh? But he's 6 million. There's a lot of players you can get for 6 million in the midfield. So if obviously it's not a great, easy transfer, all good. But he was more so like, I had 6 million left over. I wanted the best choice in midfield for 6 mil, and I chose him. So he was like just a filler, basically. But he's a great filler. Great player, great filler, and I'm happy he's in the team. Now, moving on to my final three is the strikers. We've got Ollie Watkins, Iheanacho, and St. Max. So I think all three of these very, very good players. And I think all three of them are going to be starters for their teams. Iheanacho, towards the end of the season, as Leicester had more injuries in attack and he started coming and playing a bit more, he was bagging in goals, man, I tell you. And I believe because of him bagging so many goals, he's like almost a starter every single game for Leicester now. And he's going to be great again. Leicester are a great goal scoring team. We've got James Maddison behind him. Hopefully Harvey Barnes will be back as well for the season. And he can start playing then, getting some assists for Iheanacho. So yeah, I believe that attack that Leicester have is very, very good. Ollie Watkins as well. He's like Aston Villa's main striker nowadays. Obviously, if Grealish stays, even better. If Grealish leaves, however, I may sub him out, because I feel like him and Grealish work well together for Villa. So that's the one that's kind of like on the fence. We'll see about that one. But he's a great player on his day. Ollie Watkins, I'm a big fan of his. And St. Max, the man of Newcastle. You don't know about him. He's insane. He's actually insane. So for 6.5 mil, it's quite cheap in my opinion. And he's a great player. I hope he has a great season. He's kind of at the heart of everything when it comes to Newcastle's attack. Every goal, every assist, everything that happens through Newcastle is usually through him. So I hope that continues for next season. All we need is Steve Bruce to work an attack. And that is tough for him, I know. I know. To venture out of your own half, Steve Bruce, is tough, I get it. But for St. Max and for my FPL team, please, just a couple games. Unleash the beast, mate. Unleash him! But I thought for my starting team, you can see my captain is Mo Salah, vice captain is Fernandes. You kind of get the idea. There's my starting 11, a little 4-3-3. I want to get all three of my attackers on the pitch at the same time. I mean, this midfield and attack, in my opinion, is goals. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Obviously, please as well, let me know in the comments below or tweet me or something on Twitter your screenshots of your team. Obviously, when you've joined my league, I can see your teams after game week 1. So we can start comparing teams then and all that stuff and see who's got who. But before that, you've got till the 13th of August. There you go, Friday the 13th. Not to be mistaken for any other day, you know what I mean? It could be a dangerous one. But yeah, Friday the 13th is the first day. Make sure you, man, are involved in the league before then. So you make sure your game week 1 stats are counted. Don't miss out. Like I said, it's going to be gift cards on the line for the winners of this league. Right, so now let me show you my FPL league. Are you ready? Here it is. The SamTapTap FC League, SamTapTap's league. I am the only member currently, alright? I'm alone. But you can obviously invite people to join the league. And this is where you join. Alright, look at this. There will be this code in the description. I'll copy an auto join link as well, but if that doesn't work. So this link will be in the description. And there'll also be this code in the description. So if you guys need that, there you go. Alright, so you should be able to join nice and easy. Any problems, please let me know. Comment down below and my Twitter as well. Let me know in DMs and stuff. But yeah, there you go. That's how you join the league, get involved. But anyway, that's gonna do me today. Thank you all for coming by and supporting as always. I appreciate it. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Much appreciated as always. The likes and the support and all this kind of stuff goes a long way. You have no idea. Comment down below, like I said, about your teams. Whether you're playing FPL, you're gonna join the league, which will be in the description again, by the way, a little reminder. But yeah, get involved, man. It's fun. It's free to join, free to play, and all this kind of stuff. So don't worry about paying. No, none of that. None of that's involved. It's all free, and there's prizes on the line. So you may potentially win something out of it. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thank you all as always for watching. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios, amigos.